Titanic, a name that still sends chills down the spine. More than 100 years have passed, yet the mystery of this ship continues to fascinate the world. Was it simply an accident? Or was there something much darker behind its tragic end? On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New York. At the time, it was the largest and most luxurious passenger ship ever built. Stretching nearly 269 meters in length and carrying over 2,200 people, it was considered a masterpiece of engineering. People proudly called it the unsinkable ship. Passengers believed they were traveling on the safest vessel ever created. No one imagined that just 4 days later, this magnificent ship would disappear into the freezing waters of the Atlantic Ocean forever. The journey began peacefully. Passengers enjoyed elegant dinners, live music, and breathtaking ocean views. Wealthy businessmen, hopeful immigrants, families, and crew members all believed they were part of history. But on the night of April 14th, everything changed. The sea was unusually calm. The sky was clear. The temperature had dropped below freezing. Several nearby ships had already warned Titanic's crew about dangerous icebergs ahead. However, the Titanic continued moving at nearly full speed. Then, at around 11:40 p.m., a lookout shouted, "Iceberg, right ahead!" The crew reacted immediately. The wheel was turned. The engines were reversed. But it was too late. The massive iceberg scraped along the ship's side, tearing open several compartments below the waterline. At first, many passengers didn't even realize anything serious had happened. The impact felt surprisingly small. But below the deck, thousands of tons of freezing seawater rushed into the ship. The ship's designer inspected the damage and quietly admitted the terrifying truth. The Titanic had less than 3 hours before it would sink. Panic spread quickly. The crew prepared the lifeboats. But there was one horrifying problem. There weren't enough lifeboats for everyone. Many believed the ship could never sink, so carrying more lifeboats was considered unnecessary. The order was given. Women and children first. Families were separated within moments. Many fathers watched their loved ones disappear into the darkness, knowing they might never meet again. Meanwhile, the ship's musicians continued playing music to calm frightened passengers instead of saving themselves. Slowly, the front of the Titanic disappeared beneath the icy Atlantic. People prayed, some cried, others stood frozen in silence. Then, at around 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic broke apart. Its lights flickered one last time, then vanished beneath the ocean forever. More than 1,500 people were left in freezing water. The temperature was close to -2 degrees Celsius. Within minutes, most victims died from hypothermia. Hours later, the rescue ship Carpathia finally arrived. Only about 700 people survived. The rest became part of one of history's greatest maritime disasters. Even today, the Titanic rests nearly 3,800 meters beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some blame human mistakes. Others believe strange weather conditions delayed the iceberg's discovery. Some even suggest hidden conspiracies.